How's it going, everybody? I am Big Will.
I am J Dubs.
And of course, we are the Bears Bro
Bros
Podcast. And welcome to Season 2 launch.
Season 2.
And obviously, we got to talk about the big news of the day so far, as of right now, at the time of this recording,
which is 4:08 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time, is the DJ Moore trade.
Yep.
So how exactly are you feeling about the trade?
So, in all honesty, 50-50, 60-40. I don't really know. Because he is a veteran leader. He came up huge many games last year. But then there was that one where, did he give up on the play and or whatever?
We could have been in the Super Bowl. So
I'm just saying, so I understand from a business point, he is up there. We traded him to save cap space, to get money back, and we gave up a 5th round, and we got a 2nd round back.
Yes.
Now,
which could be huge.
We have talked about this many times. I am a firm believer that you stick with what works. But if you have a chance to better yourself, and obviously we need help on defense. When you first told me about the trade, I'm like, no way. I hope not. But I understand the trade. It's a business deal. And I wish nothing but DJ Moore. I was a big fan. I'm always a big fan of him, even when he was with Carolina. So yeah, with that, that's just my take on it. It's what's best for the team.
And it definitely benefits him because, he was our number one guy with Justin Fields, with any quarterback that we put on the field. But it also benefits him because he goes to Buffalo, where he's back together with Joe Brady, who was his offensive coordinator in Carolina. So he has a familiarity with what Joe Brady wants to do. And if you want to give Josh Allen the pieces that he needs, that's the direction to go. And they didn't have to swing for a home run for an A.J. Brown and give up for 1st round picks or whatnot. Here's how I feel about it is I was very adamant in season 1 about how I felt with us going out the way that we did, with him appearing to have given up. And then obviously Caleb's rookie year, the one play drive where he completely walked off the field.
Yep.
So, and they come up with the excuse, he was hurt. Then he shouldn't have been out there to begin with, because you could have easily put another receiver out there. But I'm not going to bash him, because there's no reason to bash DJ Moore with the productivity he put on the field.
Right. There was a few games, I can't remember what game was, but we won, but he was escorted off the field. He played hurt. I don't believe that he gave up on that last play. It is what it is. I know he came out and he said I understand as a fan, I like DJ Moore. He was a leader. I like the fact that, he kind of stepped aside for Rome. And then, when Rome went down, he kind of stepped up. I get it, and I wish him nothing but the best. But for us, we got a 2nd round pick. Now we have 2 2s, so
we're looking good. And one bright side to it is obviously Luther Burden III's ascension made making this move doable. You know what I mean? Because it allowed us, we still have a 1 and a 2. Which one's going to now step up to be wide receiver 1? It's going to take time to see that. And obviously at this juncture in time, we don't know. But also the way you look at it, last year with Ben Johnson and Ryan Poles doing the cooking, we got Luther Burden and Ozzie Trebillo in the 2nd round. We now have 2 2nd round picks again. So we could possibly take that first and add it to a trade offer for the big fish.
Who doesn't want a couple number twos? I'm just saying,
And no, but I'm talking about that first round pick, which is in the number 25. It's not like how it was the last couple of years where we're in the top 10.
Mm-hmm.
So we could offer that.
That was just really weird to say, wasn't it?
That
was. I noticed that you could not say that.
Oh,
I know. I was waiting for the right moment.
Oh my gosh! I haven't opened up my Monster of the Midway juice yet.
So this is our off season, ladies. We're starting new with some new platforms, some new equipment, and
got a new cup that was made by my coworker Kim. Shout out,
Kim. You owe me one because whatever you just do. But every show, he always does a monster thing. Obviously, the Monsters of the Midway. So I was waiting. I wanted to see how long it was going to go so I could catch it at the right time. But this is why it's the off.
Well, with my blood pressure changing, and my wife's always bugging me that I should be drinking these anyway. So I was.
He said that live on air on 10 different platforms.
My wife says it all the time, even though she drinks coffee because Dunkin' is her blood type is Dunkin'. So.
And the rehearsal for the divorce will be tomorrow at about 3:00. No, so so staying with what's going on. Like I said, I am a big component. I'm a big believer. You stay with the ones that were loyal, and I understand this business. I really hope, and this is just before we go on to the next topic. I don't want us to trade Cole Kmet.
I don't,
because I want to say once again, he wasn't utilized, but he didn't care when he got the time to shine. He went in there, and when Loveland went down, Cole Kmet made the biggest catch of his career. And for somebody to sit there and just sidestep for a rookie, that's the type of guy that you want right there. And I hope we do not trade him or anything because Cole Kmet.
I'm hearing some rumblings that they're going to restructure his contract because we obviously need cap space if we do want to swing for the fences and go for the home run, which we'll get into in a little bit. But obviously, DJ Moore trade is the biggest news of the day so far. But the biggest talking point as of late is the whole. I mean, in our final episode of season 1, we talked about we were praying that this whole stadium debacle, and now it's like a tug of war between Illinois and Indiana. Indiana wants to give us what we want, and Illinois is just giving us speed bump after speed bump. Now, we are loyal fans from the upstate New York area. I can't speak on the ramifications of the local effect this is going to have. However, as a Bears fan, I do not want to see the Chicago Bears outside of the state of Illinois. Another city besides Chicago, I mean, other teams do it. I mean,
I was going to go there. Yep, go ahead.
I've come to where the Giants and the Jets say New York, but they play in New Jersey. The Washington Commanders play in the state of Maryland. So if you are a loyal fan, their location isn't going to matter unless you're only rooting for them because they're in your hometown.
Yeah, and the 49ers don't play in San Francisco. The Cowboys don't play in
Dallas.
You're right. As Bear fans, you think Chicago, right? You think just Chicago. You think of Soldier Field, the swirling winds. How are you going to say the Gary, Indiana, or whatever? How? I just say.
That nonsense is ridiculous. I'm talking about just because we're moving to Indiana, we're going to have to change the name of the team.
No. This is fucking George Papa Bear Hallis. You're talking 70 plus years or more, if not longer, of Bears football. Yes, I know that they played in a different part in Illinois, but they have been the Chicago Bears. It's like taking the New York Yankees
and moving them to New Jersey.
You just can't do it.
To me, you'd also be shitting on the memory of George Hallis and the recently late Virginia McCaskey, because I guarantee this would not be happening if she was still alive.
Oh, I absolutely agree. I mean,
because one, how she felt about that team. That's why last year we didn't wear alternate jerseys or anything, because she didn't like it. And so you're basically saying, okay, she's gone now. Let's move the team because I can't get what I want for my house.
Yeah.
So
stupid. I mean, we've touched on it sometimes. It's like Boston Celtics. Okay, so take Boston out of. Okay, so you take the Knicks out of New York. I mean, you just
there's certain franchises.
It worked with when the Browns shut down and they moved to Baltimore. Okay, so that worked out. And then Cleveland.
But they became a whole new team.
But you just can't take Chicago out of the NFL. You just can't.
Think about it. George Hallis was part of creating the NFL, and you're going to take that person's team and move them else to another state.
So a couple of years ago, when Soldier Field was being remodeled. Sorry, still off season. My mouth isn't working.
Not only that, the trade definitely. We never plan ahead.
Never, ever.
The trade just.
No matter what I look at down here, just that we didn't take notes or anything. But a couple of years ago, when Soldier Field was being worked on, we played in another place, just right or practice,
which as far as I know was Gary, Indiana.
So why not just say, okay, we're going to play here for 2 or 3 years, however long it takes to upgrade the stadium, or move to Arlington Heights? So I don't know. And in case you're wondering what we're doing, we're looking at our notifications to see, because this is our first time going live on StreamYard. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, I remember to put on pants, so no worries there. But if it increases viewership, I can take the pants off.
No, nobody wants that. Obviously, I'm watching for the big fish, because I've been very adamant about the fact that I want Max Crosby in a Chicago Bears uniform. But in the last couple of days, I have been thinking more rational. Yes, it's hard to believe, but with the fact that we would have to give up something to get Max Crosby. And there is another defender out there who was just given his prison release form from the Cincinnati Penitentiary, and Trey Hendrickson, who used to play for our defensive coordinator. You don't have to give anything up to get Trey Hendrickson. And as much as I want Max Crosby in a Bears uniform, I don't want to give up the future. We do not need to give up a Micah Parsons, Khalil Mack type trade when there are options out there. I've been texting back and forth. I'm like, how wonderful of a thing is it that you have the ability you have options. You can trade for Max if the price is right. You can sign Trey. You can make the trade. There's a lot of rumblings of trading Tremaine Edmonds for Kayvon Thibodeau, who is 26 years old?
25. Yeah, he can.
And
still a stud.
Exactly. And you don't have to give up your future. And you pair him with Sweat, but you also pair him with Austin Booker, who I'm a big fan of.
So I have a question. I mean, there's so many scenarios. Let's say we go after Trey, right? I mean, that way we don't have to give up the house, like you said, right?
Yeah.
Smart. He's still in his prime. He's still a 12 to 15 sack a year guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
But let's say we get rid of Tremaine Edmonds, we save more cap, and we get Thibodeau. So now we use a draft pick on a stud defensive tackle, and you can rotate Booker, Thibodeau, and Trey, right? Yeah, Trey Hendrickson in and out. I mean, and trade Montez Sweat, because I think I'm just saying that big contract, you save money and you can take some of that and give it to Trey or Thibodeau or whatever, and then
the safety position, you can give a little bit of that to Buda Baker
or that draft. The one guy there that you sent me. Sorry, he just so everybody knows, our listeners, from late February to the draft, he sends me at least 350 prospects of we should get this guy, and I'm like, I don't have enough time.
And I have to apologize. I don't follow college football at all when it comes to the draft.
It's always like, if we got this guy, and I'm like, okay, so now I have to research this guy. So by the time I get done actually researching this guy, he's sending me another one. I'm just like, I just give up. I say, yep, absolutely. I just give him a thumbs up. But I'm just saying, Max Crosby is a beast. We all know that. But what makes sense for our future? Like, when we got Khalil Mack, we gave up a lot and we were behind. Of course, we had dumb shit GM and coach, but whatever. I'm just saying, as much as I want Max Crosby, I would say to get Trey Hendrickson, it would not cost us anything. It would just cost us money. We keep our draft picks, which we could lobby towards somebody else and get more from them, like they did when we gave up the number 1 draft pick to Carolina.
Yes.
I'm just saying.
And somebody pointed out that us getting the 2nd round pick for DJ Moore, the trade with Carolina just keeps on getting better because, we got Luther Burden because of it. Obviously, we got Caleb Williams because of it. We got, I'm drawing a blank, is his first name, Wright.
Darnell Wright.
Yes, Darnell. Sorry, thank you. And so we got him because of that trade. And our team is in a very good place.
Oh, hell yeah. Yep.
But I will say this.
Go ahead.
If we don't make any trade, we're still in a good spot because I watched the combine the last week, and the draft prospects are amazing for defense.
Here we go.
That, and also another key thing to think about. Unfortunately, we were hit with some stunning news as well that Drew Dahlman has decided to retire at the age of 27.
Great center.
He was a Pro Bowl center. He helped be a centerpiece of him and Joe Tooney, of course, of protecting Caleb and letting Caleb do what he wants, what he needed to do. There's talks about Lindenbaum, whatever, from Baltimore as a guy that we can go get. I'm not sure the offensive line for this year's draft. I've been focusing on defense because the edge rushers and the linebackers were fantastic options, especially with 2 second-round picks. Names that I've sent to him is Jacob Rodriguez from Texas Tech and Anthony Hill Jr. from Texas. You can get both of them in the 2nd round, and there's your future 1-2 punch at linebacker core.
Yeah. Oh, so hold on. I do have to. The one prospect from Texas Tech, I did research him, and he could just be like a nice little. I was thinking like a little Zach Thomas. I hate to say it like that, but he's not the fast, but he pursues on the ball. So I did research him, but I wanted to come back to we were talking about getting rid of DJ Moore. Mm-hmm. I still think that hey, we just went bigger. All right, good job. I still think that we need a veteran leader again because we got a bunch of kids, and really
we do have to have a few adults in the room, and
that's why he's here because I'm a little kid.
For Caleb, it was Case Keenum. For some defense, even though he was hurt, was Grady Jarrett.
Grady Jarrett.
And hey, I actually have a thought on that. I wanted to ask you,
but I have an idea. Leadership. Somebody who's hungry. He's got a chip on his shoulder.
I'm pretty hungry right now.
Later, okay. We got the pizza rolls in the oven. All right, later.
Pizza rolls.
I know pizza rolls are fucking. We should reach out to Tostitos.
Okay.
Okay, babe. Listen, I know I'm going to get a bunch of shit for this. If he does not face a huge legal whatever, I can't think of the word. I can't even see his face. I say, see what it takes to get Stephon Diggs. I say, hear me out. Other than when he tore his ACL, right, in Houston, he has been productive, right? I still think that he has a lot to play for. I think he's hungry. He made it to the Super Bowl. I'm just saying. I mean, who else is out there? I don't want Tyreek Hill. I don't want that drama. I don't want DeAndre.
You take the drama of Stephon Diggs
I'm just saying.
and turn it up to 11 if you get Tyreek Hill.
What did he do in New England?
Well,
he didn't have the
he wasn't part of them making it to the Super Bowl.
So he's going to go from
Drake May.
No,
Drake May,
the head coach.
Oh, Mike Vrabel
to Ben Johnson, a no-nonsense guy. I'm saying leadership, veteran. I'm just throwing it out there. That like he said, we don't always come up with an itinerary or rehearse everything. But I was thinking about that. So,
well, I got one better for you then. The price is right. Key thing. What about Mike Evans?
Love Mike Evans. You know what? I love Mike Evans, but I don't think he wants to play in the cold.
I'm just saying. I mean,
I would love Mike Evans.
If there's your leadership, and then
you know what? It's a good point. I didn't even think about Mike Evans. And if he didn't get hurt, he would have had 11 or 12 straight 1,000-yard receptions.
He would have been the same. Yeah. And he knows how to play with a first overall pick, who there was a lot of questions on, and there's a lot of people that have finally jumped on the bandwagon. We've been trying to jumpstart for a while because everybody wanted to say, "Oh, the Bears still suck. The Bears still suck. They can't beat the Packers." Or we did 2 out of 3 this year, 3 out of the last 4
playoffs.
Just saying.
NFC North champs.
And now look at Detroit. Detroit's trading, splitting up Sonic and Knuckles, and their offense wasn't the same. I looked it up. I believe I sent it to you.
What the record was.
Yeah, that they have a losing record without Ben Johnson as their offensive coordinator. So we're moving in the right direction. We just now need to address the holes that have now come up and our defense.
Because, last year we talked a lot. I'm not saying that Tremaine Edmonds and TJ Edwards, it's just, I think they're just past their prime. We didn't have the right defenders at the right time. We didn't have enough pass rush. We didn't have enough run stoppers. And I mean,
because that's what we drafted. Shamar Turner for
who
got hurt. Grady Jarrett got hurt.
Michael or Jackson.
What's his name? The defensive tackle that Javon Dexter.
Yeah.
Javon Dexter Sr.
But when our linebackers went down, Jackson stepped up. I can't remember his first name because I always go, hee.
I think it's like DeMarco.
Okay, we'll just call him Michael Jackson. Yeah. But I'm just saying.
Jackson.
But he stepped up. And the only
don't forget Newell Sewell before he got hurt.
But the only reason why Tremaine Edmonds had 4 interceptions is because it was just a shitty pass and it was a tip pass. But he was in the right place every time. But he slowed down. And we need,
especially after he got hurt,
we need just ball tacklers. We need ball hawk, and I still want CJ Gardner Johnson Minshew to stay. That's my wife's
for those that don't know,
player.
His wife gave him that nickname. We love it. We're running with it because our team completely transformed once he entered that locker room.
Yep.
He showed our secondary how to win when they were hurt, and just gave the team an interesting life.
Yep, absolutely. And and I think when JJ came back, that also helped us get to the next level. So
Kyler Gordon,
Spider-Man, yep.
And the fact that we may have both of them at 100%. Now, how we're going to address the safeties, like you said, CJ, there's also Brisker's contract. Are we going to bring him back? Are we going to let him walk? There's the option out there for Buda Baker. And I mean, there's a bunch of the curl from the Rams who I believe got the interception.
But let's not forget, and I'm drawing a name after, or I'm drawing a blank after I just said, let's not forget, he had the most takeaways.
Safety or
no?
Are you talking about Deshaun Wright?
Deshaun Wright. Nashawn Wright.
Nashawn Wright, yes.
That guy will be a starter next year for us, and I don't think
the price is right. Hopefully, his success doesn't give him. I want the bag. You got to do it more than once.
Because obviously, if you're not familiar, his mentor, who was like a father to him.
They showed that at the Super Bowl, which was amazing to see.
But he passed away, and he kept him and his brother on the right path. So I don't think he's going to be a prima donna and want the money. But I'm excited to see what he's going to do next year after what he just did this year. You want to talk about a Johnny on the spot? Man, that wow, holy shit. How many games was I screaming for him? And that's not really bad.
And obviously, he made Tyrone Stevenson who? I mean,
Tyreek.
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Exactly. That proves my point of the fact that he made him expendable. There was a lot of players that stepped up that gave us so many options, like Luther Burden giving us the ability to let this DJ Moore trade happen. And I threw an idea out to you, and I want to mention it again, get your take on it.
Okay.
What about plucking one of those receivers from Green Bay, whether it be Watson, who I believe is a free agent, Romeo Doubs, I know for a fact is a free agent, and there's a lot of people talking about leaving Green Bay, like Miami is going after Quay Walker, and
I would be happy with Quay Walker.
Our rivals in the division are losing pieces, whether it be their coaching staff, and stuff like that, and players wanting to go elsewhere. You don't usually hear that when you supposedly have your guy in Jordan Love, which a lot of people question him.
Absolutely. You're right. Christian Watson plays in the cold, familiar with the scheme. I'd say, hey, see if he wants to come to Chicago. I mean,
for him on a prove-it deal because he's got to stay healthy.
Right. So when David Montgomery left Chicago, where did he go? Detroit. When Aaron Jones left Minnesota, where did he go?
Minnesota.
Or Green Bay, he went to Minnesota. So
Adrian Amos went to Green Bay.
Some people,
Julius Peppers.
Yeah, there you go. Some people just want to stay in the division to be a thorn.
Yeah, for familiarity. There's one, you can burn your own old team twice.
And David Montgomery burned us a lot. So I'm just saying, what if Christian Watson is like, wait a minute? I mean, I'm just saying. He plays
you saw his reaction to the throw.
Yep. Oh, God. Yeah. What else? Yeah.
And I will thank DJ Moore. Thank you very much for giving us the heart attacks of a lifetime last year with such an amazing play. And
there was a lot of beer drank.
I know what Bills jersey I'm now going to get but the one thing that I'm really praying for when it comes to DJ Moore is all of a sudden they don't turn it into he does interviews and to talk trash about the Bears since he's now on the way out. If so, that made me change my opinion of him.
If he does, let it. That's so fucking stupid. Whatever.
Especially with the fact that we're going to be playing them next year in Buffalo. And I said to my buddies of the BWO podcast, thank you for recommending the new platform that we use, of the fact that they have to open up a new stadium. How awesome would that be if Bills Bears week 1 in the new stadium?
Absolutely.
Want to be there.
Absolutely.
So, and we're still reaching out because he knows a few people that know Ryan Poles.
Stop. Stop.
You know his barber. Your barber's like your therapist.
Okay. Stop. Oh, my God. Get me in trouble.
I'm not getting you in trouble. I didn't mention any names.
Well, of course not. But we all know. Anyways.
But here's another aging player that, like I mentioned about Mike Evans, that announced today that he's going to test free agency. And you can remove Grady Jarrett as the elder statesman. Would you give a look to Cam Jordan?
You know what? I was reading something. It was like the top 50 free agents, and one of them was either Cam Jordan goes back to New Orleans or he goes to Chicago to be with his former defensive coordinator.
And he already announced today that he's going to test free agency.
Cam Jordan he got 119 sacks. He
knows the Dennis Allen defense almost better than anyone.
Yeah, I would definitely give him a look. I mean, he's got some tread on the tires. He's got some juice left in the tank. Hell yeah, I'd do it.
And I mean, the guy, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he win the Walter Payton Man of the Year? So he's a hell of a person. He's a hell of a locker room leader. And
oh, God, can you imagine that leadership? Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, Austin Booker can learn from one of the best of all time.
Of course, yeah. I would do it. Yeah, and I forgot to send that to you because I got sidetracked. I saw something and I got sidetracked.
Again, that DJ Moore trade of the fact that, and then we had to, like, what was the compensation? What was the compensation?
Yeah, we had to wait for it.
Everybody's saying, oh, that the Bears are the voting favorite now in Vegas to get Max Crosby out of Vegas, and what's it going to take, and so on and so forth.
But I think polls will make, because we had talked about it on our show last season. He didn't jump at the trade deadline. I was watching something. I don't know. So I think Poles is going to be very smart. I don't think he's going to. I just don't think he's going to give away our future. I don't. You looking at the comments?
Yeah. My wife, thank you for the advice mentioned about pulling it up on the phone so we can see the comments.
Sorry, I was looking at the comments. My wife, Jennifer Welch says, Jason Kelsey, Deutsch Poach all day. You're fucking Sauce Gardner Minshew. You guys are killing me. I do not scream everything. Yes, I do.
Yes, especially when he's drinking, which happens quite often because the Bears.
Wait, but hold on.
He drinks, I have heart attacks.
Hold on. In my defense, okay, if I start drinking at 11:35, we play really good. If I start any later, we just it's really, I don't know. But hey,
think about it. The wild card game was at 8:00.
Yeah, but your shoulder was intact after that. Almost.
I'm almost recovered.
Almost.
So
I think this. I don't think Poles is done, and obviously Ben Johnson has his input. So I don't think they're just going to jump in because Max Crosby wants to go. They got to think about what is best. Like taking Luther Burden in the second round, right? He was the first round
talent who fell for God knows what reason.
And I'm sure that Ryan
cares what the reason was.
I'm sure Ryan Poles
stayed out of trouble.
Wanted to know, okay, is there a reason? And I just don't see them jumping in and making a huge splash if it's not going to benefit for the next 5 to 10 years.
My boy Matty Ice, go Birds. Yeah, how'd that work out for you when we played them?
And they just released Darnell Wright too.
Nope, not Darnell Wright.
Darnell Mooney.
Yeah, that was the Falcons, not the Eagles.
Oh, I thought you said sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean, there are other teams that are Birds. I mean, the Super Bowl champions.
I was researching, looking at stuff, and anyways.
But I mean, and I until you guys play us again and beat us, I'm not gonna let you live it down, because I mean,
the Eagles, right?
Yeah,
the ones weren't they projected to stomp us?
Oh, yeah,
I'm just saying. I mean,
we monkey stomped them. I got to say it for the first time this season, and we definitely with our run game, and they
ran with a purpose. That's my moniker.
And
but while we're with that, the other player, I don't want to see DeAndre Swift go, even if Kyle Monangai, which took us 11 weeks to say his fucking name, even if Kyle Monangai is the starter.
Just don't ask me how to spell it.
Oh,
I failed that spelling bee. Luckily, Google starts pulling that stuff up.
His name's Kyle Monangai, right?
Yeah.
Kyle. But anyways, I'm just saying. So let's say Monangai is the starter. How great is it to have DeAndre Swift come in for a spell? Because last year, what they did is they ran one for the whole quarter, then the next one, then the next one. And let's not forget the game where they each had 100 and some odd yards rushing.
First time
just saying
in Bears history since Sweetness was on the field.
I mean, you can, to me, and of course, I'm just a couch GM and a borderline alcoholic.
And so he merges the two of them an awful lot because why didn't you run this way? And like you realize there's a defender standing right there.
Defender, I didn't see him.
Anyway,
I was glassy.
And look at the interception that happened. They threw it where DJ was supposed to be and not where he was.
The same.
Watch the Super Bowl from home.
We have a lot of fun when we watch the games, and I make him laugh as much as I can. But I'm just saying, you can bring in a wide receiver, right? And every wide receiver is basically going to run the same route. Stick with a running back. Stick with a running back because it worked. It was deadly. And especially if we get another top-notch center, stay with it.
I like that, Tyler Lindenbaum. It took me a second to remember his name. Next Tuesday is my 50th birthday, and my old age is kicking in.
Do you know what that means?
What?
Colonoscopy time.
Don't say that. Well, you keep bugging me about that.
You can go with me in April. Come on, let's go. We'll do a show about it.
Yeah. My butt has a do not enter sign on it.
See, no, it doesn't. Anyways,
Stringer, how's it going? Much love to my buddy Stringer from the Chicago area.
Okay,
I appreciate you.
We're looking at the comments on his phone, so
because we're still in the development phase of understanding this. So
I'm sorry, I'm just trying to read some. Wait, okay, so my wife said mahogany. Mahogany.
He's not wood.
Oh my
God. Oh, I totally lost my train of thought now.
That's okay. It happens. It happened.
So
you want to do a colonoscopy?
No, I don't want to do a colonoscopy.
I got gloves.
Okay, there's no way you're going near that. Just saying.
I'm just saying.
We may be boys and all, but it ain't like that.
Just saying. And I want a cup. Whoever your friend Amy, Mary, Maria.
It's Kim.
Shauna, Kim. You need to put one. J Dubs, get that for me. My birthday is.
Make it happen, Gavin.
Okay.
But yes, my old age is kicking in, and the fact that I was going to wear my Mike Singletary jersey to signal.
Hey, Stringer.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. And we have a lot going into this season because last year, you said it numerous times, we were not supposed to be there. And the fact that now everybody is seeing what we've prayed for of Harry Douglas from ESPN saying Harry Douglas from ESPN saying that he thinks Caleb Williams is going to win the MVP in 2026. But I now remember if the bright light went off. I am kind of mad at the NFL because you know how many people the NFL is going to get divorced of the fact that the Super Bowl next year is on Valentine's Day?
So wives will just have to know their place.
I didn't say that. I like my wife. Just saying.
Okay, wait. Okay, here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
And especially since you know how they...
Hold on. Keep your thought. This is not rehearsed. Super Bowl is on Valentine's Day. Correct?
Yes.
I'm going to put you on the spot, Holly.
Oh, no, don't do it.
Love you, Holly. Bears are in the Super Bowl.
I already apologized. The moment that I found out the Super Bowl was on Valentine's Day, I apologized to my wife in advance that if the Bears make the Super Bowl,
we're live. Wait. So how many years will it be for you and Holly this year?
July will be our 16th anniversary.
So Bears are in the Super Bowl.
All 16 years.
Bears are in the Super Bowl. What did you get breakfast? Because if the Bears are in the Super Bowl, you know your ass is over here, right? Holly and Jen, right?
We're somewhere. We're having a celebration, but especially since you know how they always talk about history repeating itself. 2005, the Philadelphia Eagles lost the Super Bowl. 2006, the Seattle Seahawks lost the Super Bowl, and then 2007, Bears lost the Super Bowl.
You just made my wife's head swell out there.
2025, Eagles won the Super Bowl. 26, Seahawks win the Super Bowl. It's our turn. So please, I love you. I love my wife. To all the wives and girlfriends,
Dude, it's gone.
please
Don't
understand.
apologize. Don't apologize.
I've been a Bears fan longer than my kids have been alive. I remember Super Bowl shuffle, and the rest is history. So
I just noticed how you kind of like your testicles finally just dropped, and your voice kind of went down.
because
You
it's
listen.
wishful thinking.
Listen, your
and
wife is a nice
realization.
lady. I'm sure she'll understand why you're over.
I'm getting it out now, so she has time to prepare for it.
I'm sorry. We're reading comments. So his wife just said, the Super Bowl. I'm sure Holly and Jen will not mind if we throw a huge Super Bowl party here on Valentine's Day,
and
they can cook.
If the stars align, we'll be celebrating a Bears win over a lot of our Bills buddies.
Could happen. Could happen.
Could happen this year. Let's just say, hopefully.
I just said Vito.
It was nice knowing y'all. I may be here next week. If she doesn't kill me, I might make it to 50.
So, what do we got? We got like another minute or two. What do you want to do? You want to keep going? You want
got a couple more minutes.
So free agent. So the trade with DJ Moore really is not official until the 11th.
Yes,
a day after your birthday.
Yes, the league opening day, Wednesday the 11th. But one thing, Monday I'm gonna be watching that tampering period, and I think the reason why, to take this to the end, of why I think this making the trade today was such a great idea. It lets us know what flexibility we have on Monday when the tampering period begins. Because you think about it, we announced the Drew Dahlman deal.
Go on. I'm just reading the comments. That's for my wife. Go on.
I'll talk.
Keep going.
But we can go after. We can offer a deal for picks based on that trade or who we want to target. We know that we now definitely need a pass rush. We've needed it from the beginning. We can go after players, and it gives us the ability to know which direction we want to go.
Yeah, and you had said it last year. You said with Ben Johnson coming in and all that, it's more attractive to people to want to play for somebody like that. And throughout the season, I'm like, the culture has changed. There's no more of this 3rd and 14 wide receiver screens. There's no more of, that 25-yard pass didn't hurt us against the Redskins, which it fucking did. We have a culture in our organization that, yes, we get paid for it. Don't, whatever.
What position do you play? Fuck you.
Yeah, you know what?
Use my language, but
I'm a commentator.
I have been a Bears fan for 40 plus years. I'm invested in the team. I got them tattooed on my arm. That's love for your team.
I'm just saying. So now with a winning culture, right? That's why everybody wanted to go to the Chiefs, right?
Absolutely.
I'm just saying. So maybe people are like, wait a minute, this Bears are not the Bears of yesteryear. Now they're actually something. So, hey, maybe Mike Evans might want to say, hey, listen. I may not be number one. Maybe
take a 1-year deal, kind of like what he can take the role that Keenan Allen had 2 years ago and give us a reliable receiver.
Your wife is killing me with the comments. They're talking about It's fine, Jen. Jen and I will go to a fancy 5-star diner, and you guys will pay. McDonald's drive-thru is fine. Less screaming at the TV there. Oh, it's hilarious. So wait, are we about done or?
I think we're good for.
I mean to keep digging.
No, I think I dug myself a big enough hole. Like I said, hopefully I make it to 50 on Tuesday.
I'll put a pillow and blanket out there for you.
I mean, last tidbit. The only thing that I'm worried about, I forgot to mention, and I don't want to go all week dreading not saying anything. The one thing that I'm worried about is the fact that it's so adamant that it looks like the Bears want Max and Max wants to play for the Bears, that the Raiders are holding him hostage and saying, well, if you guys equally want each other, we're going to make you pay more than you need to. And we lose out on Trey because Trey goes somewhere else.
Yep. No, you're absolutely
because there's talks of Dallas possibly going after him. And if he signs with somebody else before that deal happens and we get nothing.
But, just my little take on that, can't really blame the Raiders. I mean, if you're the Raiders, you're going to try to get the farm, like what Chicago did to Carolina. You can't blame the Raiders. I mean, so when Carolina
did to or what Dallas did to Green Bay with the Micah trade.
Right. I mean, look at what Ryan Poles did to Carolina. I don't know who the owner or the GM of the Panthers were, but he must have been drunk that day because Ryan Poles was like, listen, I want this, I want this, I want this. Oh, by the way, I want this. Okay, here, I signed on the dotted line. So, yeah.
It worked for us. But so once again, I am Big Will.
I am J Dubs, and we're
thank you for everybody that tuned in. We'll see you next Wednesday. Next Thursday.
Listen, you will be fine. Holly is not going to hurt you much.
I might come up missing.
Missing person report.
Since I don't know if she had her coffee today.
Oh, dude, just no one knows.
All right. So again, I am Big Will.
I am J Dubs.
And we are the Bears Bro Podcast. Bear down for life.
I'm going to work on gang signs.
Till next week.
I'm just going to be like John Moran, just pull a gun.